G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and this week's episode brought to you by St Vinny's. We're actually over here at the Blacktown Megacentre, and we thought we'd come over and have a look at the new Rare Spares building. So anyone that's looking for rare spares in Sydney, don't go to Prospect, alright, because they're not there anymore. I found that out a week ago. I went over to the Prospect store, found the place was totally abandoned, made the call and found out they're over here in the Megacentre. So came over here and I was blown away. I've got to tell you guys, I was impressed. The store's big, it's bright, it's open, everything's laid out, all the parts are on display. So we thought we'd come over here and show you guys. Okay, let's go and have a look inside. Hello.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah, good, thanks. So yeah, we thought we'd come and have a look at the new shop.
Yes.
We were talking to you the other day, and you said it'd be fine if we came in.
Of course. Yeah,
we got,
no problem.
I'm sure the viewers would be keen to see the new shop here.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. So let's have Let's have a bit of a look around.
You've got to show the viewers the.
Oh the memorabilia.
Everyone loves that when they come in.
Sorry, what was your name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Cool.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Hayden.
Hello, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. So everything, as you see, is on display now, which is
and
great.
that was the most impressive thing when I came here last time, and I walked in and I saw how bright it was, and everything's just laid out. It's beautiful. Because
customers want to be able to see the stuff.
Things,
you know, they walk up to it, they touch it, they can actually physically see it.
Yeah.
It's not packaged away out the back.
In a warehouse,
and
like it was.
And it's a lot more appealing.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got all rust panels on display.
Yeah, so let's have a look at these XAGP guards. So what I'm thinking, I've got these old guards which I'm thinking of using. I want to build a GD replica, so I'm going to need to add this vent area at the front. I've also got extensive rust in the bottom panels, inner and outer. So I guess what a bloke like me needs to consider, is it worth the time and the money to invest in the old guards, or go for the new replacements which has everything you want? So
exactly.
That's probably one thing. If we could look at that, maybe is do a little bit of a price comparison, and maybe that'd be helpful for some of the viewers.
Yeah. You've also got to take into consideration, if you're not doing it yourself, if you're actually paying someone to do the repair work.
Absolutely.
You know, the hours that they charge obviously is going to add up if they're doing the work and it's got dents and whatever that need to be fixed. In comparison to just buying one off the shelf.
Absolutely.
And being able to just fit it straight away.
Well, another thing to consider too, when you're dealing with the old stuff, I mean, a lot of guys, they might sandblast. I prefer dipping, so I use ready strip.
Oh yes, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so that's another cost too with the old guards, is you might spend, a couple of $100 getting them dipped to begin.
That's right, exactly.
But let's have a look at this, at these parts. And
so there's your outer guard section. Okay, now your outer guard section is going to cost you, say, $45. Wrong one. So 100 for the outer.
100, yes.
All right. And then your inner section, that's going to cost you 45.
All right, so we're at 145.
Yeah. And then you've got your insert. So to do those three pieces, you'd be looking at 187.85.
Okay, so that's just the material.
That's right, but you've got to take into consideration, obviously, the hours that you may have to pay someone else to do the repair work, or the time that it's going to cost you, obviously, to do it as well. In comparison to the price on a brand new guard is $929.
So that's $929. We're at $187. We'll just call it just roughly $200.
Yeah.
And then the cost of dipping, like for me in particular, a lot of guys are like me, they prefer the dipping. So your dipping, I'm guessing I'd have to call Ready Strip, but I'm thinking between $200 and $300 a panel. So we're already at between $400 to $500 before we even start putting labour into the panel. So now, my labour, I don't really count my labour, but other guys would be paying somebody to do it. So I think it's really a valid consideration, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Look, a lot of this stuff wasn't available for a long time. Now it is. So obviously for the time, the cost and the convenience, sometimes you're better off just coming in and buying the panels, putting them on. Look, they may need a little bit of tweaking here or there to fit them on the car, but you know, generally everything sort of fits on without too much of a problem. So.
No, I think it's definitely. Well, you know, you've got me thinking then.
That's good.
Well, you know, another thing too. I mean, we were having a bit of a look around the store, and we, you know, it's great how it's set up. You know, with the bright floors, the bright walls, and you know, the LED lights and everything. You come in here and it's just warm and it's cheerful and it's
you
open.
know what? Like customers that walk through the door, their eyes just light up. It's like, oh wow, where do I start? Like it's great, and everything's on display, as I said. Everything's segregated into, like, you know, we've got our interior stuff over there on the wall. You've got Ford and Holden mixed together.
Yes.
You know, that probably will upset the Ford guys, but anyway.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, you've got everything sort of segregated into you know, different areas. You've got all your washer bottles together, your aerials, all your door components, door handles, all that sort of stuff. So it's quite easy for customers to walk in, wander around, pick off the shelf what they know they want, and also see things that they think, oh, I need that as well, so I'll grab that too. Or see things that they didn't know that we sold.
Well, if you're a car nut, you'll definitely walk out with more than you came here intending to buy.
100%. Trust me, I had one customer come in who was only wanting to get some moulds for his car, and he ended up leaving with bumper bars, moulds, battery tray, all sorts of stuff. So, and then come back the next day for more. So,
well, you know, I came here intending to buy some door bolts.
Yep.
So we'll see how much I walk out with.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
No, that's really good, Michelle.
But yeah, and the other thing is too, if customers walk in and they're not sure what they're after, they don't know where it is, they can definitely ask one of us, and we'll help them in sort of, you know, navigating the situation of how the store's laid out, or wander around themselves, and off we go.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Spend some money, but come in, please, and check out the new store, because until you actually walk in and see it for yourself, you can't grasp the actual extent of it until you walk through the door, because you can see it on the internet, you can see it on photos, and it looks great, but until you actually walk in the door, that's when you can experience exactly what.
I 100% agree, because when I first walked in, I went, wow, I wasn't expecting this.
That's
so just remember, guys, you know, if you're in Sydney and you intend on going to Rare Spares, they are not at Prospect anymore. They are where?
We're at Blacktown Megacentre, or some people do know it as St Martin's Village. We're off Blacktown Road, and easy to find. We're directly behind McDonald's. Plenty of signs out the front. My name's Michelle, I'm the store manager here, so please come down and check out our store.
Great, thanks Michelle.
Thank you.
Now let's get some parts. Alright, so that was a nice little visit to Rare Spares at Blacktown. Really very surprised with the shop over there. It's just awesome, like a supermarket for car parts. Anyway, so we've ended up buying the GT guards. I wasn't expecting to, didn't plan to, but I did, because here they are. I couldn't fit 2 boxes in the back of the SUV, so I had to take all the guards out of the box and leave the box there, but yeah, pretty nice looking guards. Hopefully they fit okay. Have a look and see how they fit. Alright guys, so we've got this this guard on, and it doesn't fit up too bad really. Just so that you know, I did what I was suggesting in previous episodes where the sill was sticking forward a little bit more than I think it should have. So what I did is I just cut it and I moved the rebake back about 4mm so it's in line with the edge of the front of the door. And this guard seems to fit not too badly. I've got it bolted with the main bolt, but there's another smaller bolt at the front of the guard which you can use to kind of alter this, where, you know, this gap here, you can see how that moves in and out. So I haven't got that on at the moment, but if you notice the gap's slightly bigger here, that can be adjusted with that other bracket. As far as here goes, not too bad. It's a fairly flush fit here. The line seems to be in line with my door. This part here it's maybe a little bit off, but not too much. I'm sure we can fix that up with a bit of bodywork. Probably the only difference I'm noticing is just up on top here. So where the door curls around, the door's sitting up slightly higher than the guard. So at the moment, I'm not sure. I'll probably have to do some checking. I don't want to go, you know, working the top of the door to match the guard and then find actually the guard needed to change. So probably what you need to do is maybe fit the windscreen mouldings and just check and see, you know, is that where you want it, or does it need to be altered in some way? I know that one of you guys mentioned in comments on the previous video, sorry I don't know your first name, but I think it was Basit Bodyworks, I'm not sure, sorry, but you mentioned that that you worked on one of these guards a few years ago and you said that you had to alter something up under the windscreen, and maybe you can leave a comment and let me know, was it this part here that you needed? You said that you lifted it a little bit, so just let me know in the comments, was that the area that you worked on? Because it looks to me like that could be it, that it might need a bit of work around this area. So if not, then you could always, if that's actually perfect, you put your molds on, that's perfect, then it's just your door, you just need to work on your door, just to sort of like tweak this area here. The rest of it's good. I'm happy with that, saved me a lot of work. So, you know, obviously the decision for me was, do I spend, you know, 4 or 5 days fixing up those old guards and getting them to this point, or just buy these? And I went against my word. What can I say? As I said in the previous episode, yeah, I'm going to use what I've got here. Okay, well, I'm not. I just went out and bought some new guards. So, sue me. You can write your complaints in the comments, all right? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. That's it for this one. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.